investigating the recent damage to a cross-border fibre optic cable, and recent ruptures to 2 underwater data cables in the Baltic have raised concerns over acts of sabotage. Beijing has denied responsibility. William Denslow, Brussels.
The Bank of England's governor signalled he's expecting 4 interest rate cuts next year. That would take the base rate from its current level of 4.75% to around 3.75%. Andrew Bailey's been welcoming a sharper than expected fall in inflation. For more of our reporting from around the world, find us on Facebook, search Feature Story News. From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from 2 guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. It is a Wednesday, the 4th day of December for 2024. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way. Got all your news, weather, and sports coming up, plus some interesting conversation. We've got the latest round of the college football playoff rankings. They were released last night. The Nebraska women's basketball team, they were on the floor last night, struggled in the first half against Lindenwood, but came back to win their ball game against the Lions last night. We'll tell you how they did that. All conference honors were announced yesterday in the Big Ten. The Huskers had some representatives on the third team, and also honorable mention. Huskers are losing a quarterback. We're gaining a new wide receivers coach, and the Hastings College women's basketball team will be on the floor tonight against the College of St. Mary's. Just some of the things we'll be talking about here today as we welcome in Tyson from the Western Studios. Good morning.
And a good morning to you, Mike. And besides some more rough news on the transfer portal yesterday, we'll also dive in on the local front coming up a little bit later on. Hastings Police Department is following suit with us on the video streaming side of things. We'll talk more about a new rollout that's going to be coming your way here on the show, plus some news from the Heartland United Way in Grand Island. Downtown Railside has got some funds approved for a sculpture walk, and we'll also touch up upon those and other stories coming up on the local news front. But big news on the transfer portal yesterday. We might as well start there, right? Star quarterback Danny Kalin, homegrown products, back up to Royola, redshirted this year. Didn't get an opportunity to see the field, and is saying deuces as he looks to continue his football career, looks to get some playing time opportunities. We knew these kind of situations would arise. Danny Kalin, not really a surprise, but still kind of a gut punch to the homegrown kid.
Yeah, the Bellevue West product, highly touted coming out of high school, and really just got buried on the depth charts. There was 4 quarterbacks. You knew that all 4 would not be around for the 2025 season, and Danny Kalin is the first one. Maybe won't be the last one to leave as we get down to the 105-player roster for next year. But, yeah, certainly did not see Danny Kalin collegiately do his thing. A lot of people talked highly about him coming out of high school and just never saw the field. He was stuck behind Rayola and Harburg, obviously, and then Granstead was he took a snap or two in mop-up duty, and Danny never took a snap as a Husker, so he'll take his first snap elsewhere, so to speak.
Yeah, and I mean, one good for keeping that red shirt on and not burning that when the offense wasn't looking so good, right? When we were having our kind of a dark stretch there where we were playing USC and UCLA, and you started to see the Wolves come out, so to speak, start to circle a little bit around that quarterback position, looking for maybe a next man up mentality, and the coach continued to give him his opportunity. Full on redshirt, didn't get that chance to burn that and see the field. So he's going to take his opportunity, and he's going to look elsewhere and be very interesting to see where he lands. I think, as I was discussing this with a couple of my buddies yesterday that are big diehard Husker fans as well, Indiana would be like a great fit for Danny Kaelin based on the weapons that Indiana has offensively. And we were kind of thinking, if you're going to go with a true freshman route for Coach Signetti or whoever he is, because you got to Google him, right? If you go the Indiana route, you've got weapons around you. That could be a very dangerous landing spot in conference in the Big Ten. Hoping that Coach Rule says, yeah, you go ahead and hit that transfer portal, but if you could look outside of the Big Ten, that would be great, my man.
All right, wherever you're listening to us today, we'd like to have you get involved in our discussion anytime. Drop us a message on Facebook Live. You can give us a call. 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to discuss what is going on with the transfers at Nebraska, maybe the coaches at Nebraska, or anything else that's on your mind, sports-related or not. Give us a call at 402-834-1330. We want you involved here with our discussion, whether you're listening to us online at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, on your smart speaker, on Roku TV, on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch. We're all over the place. So no matter where you're listening to us this morning, thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. New college football playoff rankings are out. And I think we mentioned last week that there's not been a whole lot of discussion about who's in and who's out. Well, now the discussion is starting. Based on the rankings from last night, Miami is out, and a 3-loss team in Alabama is in.
Wow. You're kidding.
Yeah, so as of now, Miami is the first team out of the 12-team playoff, and you've got a 3-loss team in Alabama that is in. The first shot fired at the new 12-team college football playoff rankings.
You have all this opportunity, right? All the opportunity in the world to usher in this brand new era of the 12-team college football playoff. You have all everybody's all excited about the potential matchups, the potential teams, and the first thing that you do out of the gates is create controversy by soiling it by putting an SEC team in over an ACC team, over a team that had a Heisman candidate leader at one point in Cam Ward. And here we go, soiling it again, stirring up the SEC bias controversy. I don't know whether or not, but they're starting to write their own narrative at this point. Obviously, Mike, let's be honest, college conference championships might shuffle it up a little bit. But as of now, you're right back into the SEC bias bullcrap that we've been frustrated in talking about. I don't know. That's what it seems to me.
Yeah, Alabama, their tradition, maybe that gets them in. It shouldn't. But, they're back into the college football playoff as of now, and Miami would be out. Oregon, Texas, SMU, Boise State. The top 4 teams are the ones that would get the bye in the opening week. Rounding out the top 10, Penn State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Indiana. So barring any upsets coming up this weekend, the first-round pairings would have Arizona State playing at Penn State, Tennessee at Ohio State, Alabama at Notre Dame, and Indiana at Georgia. And again, Miami would be the first team left out of the 12-team playoff. That's if everything goes according to plan this weekend with those conference championship games.
There you go. Yeah, just fixing my trying to fix my camera up over here on the other side of the studio. So apologies about that, but hopefully we'll get up and running and not frozen. Didn't really like the side profile frozen face that you all were receiving right there. Early comments coming in. We've got a few Rock Chalk Jayhawks. Apparently there's a pretty big college basketball game tonight. Kansas is going to be heading to Omaha to take on the Creighton Blue Jays. So Ryan has chimed in, and Lou Dog with the Rock Chalk, and our Kansas supporters are up bright and early getting ready for another big time matchup. They have had I don't know, man. I mean, look at strength of schedule, RPI. Kansas has run through and scheduled like the top 5, top 10, top 25 caliber competition here early in the non-con.
Yeah, we've kind of kept up to date with that with Ryan Martin keeping us on top of the Jayhawks. And we've mentioned that a couple of times about their strength of schedule early. They're playing everybody. And now they take on Creighton in Omaha. Creighton, they're out of the ratings for the first time in a long time when those came out this week. Creighton is out of the top 25, so they need a big win to get back in. And what better way than knock off the Jayhawks, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of those where I think that's kind of, it's interesting because you've got a lot of good college basketball fans here in Nebraska. A lot of those fans, KU fans, and we're going to have kind of a little bit of a split here. With your J Skurs, with your Creighton fans, with your Kansas fans. So a little animosity probably in the college basketball landscape here in the Heartlands tonight, but should be a fantastic matchup. And don't get me wrong, just because the Blue Jays have gotten knocked out of the top 25, that's still an incredible basketball program. You're still waiting for them to kind of find themselves a little bit. They've got plenty of talent up and down that lineup, so they get healthy, they get back to full strength, and they get clicking on all cylinders. That could be a dangerous Blue Jays team down the stretch, and could be one tonight here as the face-off. And like you said, if you're in that locker room right now and you're trying to reestablish some morale, what better way than to take down the Jayhawks, who have had their way with some of the top teams in college basketball this year?
Yeah, if you'd like to chime in on that, give us a buzz. Again, at 402-834-1330. Nebraska football planning to hire a new wide receivers coach.
Okay.
DeKeel Shorts. He's a Kentucky right now. He's expected to be named the wide receivers coach at Nebraska. He played and coached under new offensive coordinator Dana Holgerson, who again on Monday signed a 2-year deal to stay with the Huskers. So now Dana, since he is on for 2 years and he's firmly entrenched as the offensive coordinator, he's bringing in his own guys. Nebraska already has a wide receivers coach, but that's the youngster, isn't it? The McGuire kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like real young, like just out of college or something. He's like 24 or something, 25.
Right.
And anyway, he's still around. So there's going to be a shuffling of coaches, I imagine, with everything that's going on down there. But they've already got this out there. DeKeel Shorts is supposed to be our new wide receivers coach. It'll be probably announced soon.
Yeah, and you're bringing in, you're in charge of the offense. You get the keys to give the Huskers an offensive identity. That gives you the opportunity to bring in your own guys. And like you said, you brought him in to evaluate and put eyeballs on what he's seen from not only the coaching staff but the players and the personnel. And he's now making those evaluations and giving those keys and giving that title. And so bringing in your own guys, and kind of like what we did here for Extreme Sports. You got the keys to the Extreme Sports machine, and you're like, I'm going to bring in my own guys. Gave me a call, and I was bored, so I said, hell yeah, I'll jump on board.
Yeah. What else do we got to do, huh?
It was very similar. It was a similar story, When you gave me a call, it was like, yeah, I'm bored. I'd love to jump on board and be a part of this thing.
But I didn't give you the keys to the car, though.
Nor did you give me $1.2 million.
No, I didn't. Yeah. The bookkeeper, she's falling over right now. The bookkeeper is falling over. What do you mean $1.2 million?
1.2. That's what
$1.2. Michigan has fired their offensive coordinator.
Oh.
Kirk Campbell ending his 3-year run with the team. His first as the coordinator and play caller. Michigan offense slipped 112th nationally in scoring, 129th in passing this fall. Campbell was promoted to the coordinator's position and play caller when Sharon Moore took over as the head coach. So, Campbell was with the team for 3 years, one as the offensive coordinator. Michigan tanks offensively, and you're out the door.
129th in passing. There's only 133 teams, 134 maybe in FBS. Like you're fifth from the bottom, and yet somehow you still found a way to knock off your rival Ohio State.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
Did it with the rushing attack, obviously, not the passing game.
Yeah, you turn around and get canned. Like,
let's see their offense.
You win the big game. You win, and you think, okay, whew, I've salvaged myself a little bit of an opportunity. I was on the chopping block there. That seat got pretty hot, but we got that big win against Rival Ohio State. All's going to be good, right? Get called into the coach's office early on Tuesday morning. We're still going to need to see your keys and make sure you change all your passwords and don't let that door hit you on the way out.
Didn't they only score?
129th.
Didn't they score only 13 points though?
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, they beat Ohio State 13-10. So the other offense,
so, right?
112th nationally in scoring, 129th in passing.
Part of the Hastings community, and it's community that is at the heart of everything they do. As a nonprofit financial cooperative, the credit union is owned by the members who join, and joining the credit union is as simple as opening a primary savings account. With a convenient drive-up, 24-hour ATM, and a friendly local staff who knows each member by name, why would you go anywhere else? That's Hastings Federal Credit Union, 707 North Marion Road, or online at hastingsfcu.org. Hastings Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. We'll start off with news in the Hastings Police Department and 911 Center, who are excited to announce the launch of Prepared Live, a program that enables the 911 Dispatch Center to live stream videos, text messages, and translate text messages from mobile callers in real time. The addition to the current technology will improve the ability to effectively and efficiently respond to both emergency and non-emergency calls for the service area. Participation in live streaming video participation in live streaming video during a call is completely voluntary, and consent to the caller is required. If the caller does consent, they will receive a live stream link via text from the dispatcher, enabling them to activate live video so the dispatcher can see what they see. The new technology can provide critical information to dispatchers and first responders before arriving on the scene. Troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol removed 52 impaired drivers from the road during the Make It Click campaign. During the campaign, which ran through the Thanksgiving holiday, troopers arrested 52 drivers for driving under the influence of alcohol. Troopers also issued 44 citations for seatbelt violations, which is the purpose behind the campaign. Troopers also issued over 1,000 citations for speeding, including 47 citations for speeding at over 100 miles per hour. People in a hurry to get out of the state. 13 new sculptures have been selected for Sculpture Walk Railside as we head north to Grand Island with the news this morning. They are among the 53 sculptures recently selected as part of Sculpture Walk across Nebraska. The newly selected sculptures will be coming to Grand Island in April, replacing the ones that were installed in April of this year. Sculpture Walk Railside is currently seeking funds to cover the expenses associated with the exhibit in Grand Island's historic downtown. Sculpture Walk Railside is a component program of the Greater Grand Island Community Foundation. Donations are tax deductible and should be made through the foundation. And the Heartland United Way is inviting the community and especially Heartland United Way donors to join in the fun as they announce their 2024 campaign total to date and reveal the winner of the new 2024 Lyric Luxury 2 Cadillac, generously donated by Tom and Kim Dinsdale. It's part of their 25 Keys of Christmas drawing. The 25th key will be drawn that night from 5:30 until 7, with the giveaway happening at about 6 p.m. in the Dinsdale Automotive Showroom in Grand Island. It is now 7:18. We'll swing things back over to the East Side Studios. Mike Will, what's going on in sports?
Again, Oregon, Texas, SMU, Boise State, top 4 teams in the latest college football playoff rankings. Rounding out the top 10 are Penn State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Indiana. Barring any upsets this weekend, the first-round pairings would have Arizona State playing at Penn State, Tennessee at Ohio State, Alabama at Notre Dame, and Indiana at Georgia. Miami would be the first team left out of the 12-team playoff. Brent Prince scored 14 points to lead the Nebraska women's basketball team to a 69-48 win over Lindenwood last night at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nebraska prevailed despite going 1 for 10 from three-point range in the first half, while the Lions connected on 6 of 13 trays. The hot shooting allowed Lindenwood to take a 30-27 lead at halftime, but Nebraska outscored the Lions 42-18 in the second half. Nebraska now 7-1 on the season and will open Big Ten Conference play on Sunday against undefeated Minnesota at PBA. Tip-off will be at 1. You'll be able to see it on the Big Ten Network. Ty Robinson headlines a group of 8 Huskers selected to the All-Big Ten teams yesterday. Robinson was a third-team selection. 4 other Huskers were honorable mention, including Dash Hutmacher, John Bullock, and Malcolm Harzog Jr., along with Deshaun Singleton. On the offensive side of the ball, Bryce Benhart and Ben Scott were honorable mention. Brian Buschini was an honorable mention punter. Evan Wright was Nebraska's final honoree, as he was the Huskers nominee for the Big Ten Sportsmanship Award. Nebraska quarterback Danny Kaelin is leaving Nebraska after one season. Kaelin was a highly touted quarterback out of Bellevue West who did not see the field in his first season. Nebraska football plans to hire Kentucky assistant DeKeel Shorts as its next full-time receivers coach. Shorts played and coached under new offensive coordinator Dana Holgerson, who on Monday signed a 2-year deal to stay with the Huskers. Hastings College women's basketball team will be on the floor tonight against the College of St. Mary's. The Broncos are 5-1 on the season, 2-1 in the conference after Saturday's 87-59 win over Bethany. The Flames are 1-6. They're 0-4 in the conference. Tip-off at 6 tonight. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports beginning with the pregame show at 5:45. High school basketball season gets underway tomorrow night. Locally, the Hastings High boys and girls will play host to Seward at 5:30 and at 7. We'll have the action here on Extreme Sports beginning with the pregame show at about 5:15. Adams Central is going to be at home to take on Aurora in a boys-girls basketball doubleheader. St. Cecilia will play at Columbus SCOTUS. That's a check on your sports headlines this morning. 7:22 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Our temporary warm-up continues once again. We'll see a high of 55 degrees on this Wednesday. Plenty of sunshine, but it'll be breezy once again. North-northwest winds 10 to 15 with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. 12 degrees is the overnight low, clear skies. Cooler on Thursday, still sunny, but a high of 30 degrees. 19 Thursday night, and then Friday heading into the weekend, we're in the mid-40s and 50s through the weekend. That's Check Your Forecast. Have a great day.
Right now in Hastings, west winds at about 10 miles per hour. Not too shabby this morning, partly cloudy. It is 32 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
This holiday season, take control of your health and give the gift of wellness at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. From November 10th through December 31st, we're here to help you unwind, rejuvenate, and feel your best. Treat yourself or a loved one to our soothing massages, relaxing head spa scalp treatments, and luxurious Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing benefits of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Looking for an extra special gift? Our gift certificates are the perfect way to share the gift of wellness. Plus, become a member and enjoy 24-hour access to our exclusive therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members also save 20% on all services and 10% on products from our non-toxic retail shop. Give the gift of health, peace. Enjoy this holiday season only at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center.
Is your phone system holding you back? We know how important smooth, reliable communication is for your success. Whether your team is working from the office or on the go, you need a phone system that keeps up with your busy day. At Hamilton, we offer business phone systems that adapt to your needs, making every call clear and every connection simple. Upgrade to a Hamilton business phone system, where advanced features meet unmatched reliability. Are you ready to transform how you communicate? Better phones, better business. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Extreme Sports has been bringing you the exclusive home of Hastings College Athletics, and we're just getting started. Thanks to our incredible sponsors and your support, Extreme Sports 2 has been a huge success, and now we're excited to announce the launch of Extreme Sports 3. With Extreme Sports 3, you'll get even more local sports coverage. Plus, 24/7 access to Sports by Line, where you'll hear the best in national sports talk. Whether it's Hastings College, high school action, or the latest from around the sports world, we've got it covered across all 3 streams. And don't forget, when we're not broadcasting games, join us weekday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for Huddle Up with Mike Will and Tyson Havronik. It's the perfect way to start your day with sports, news, weather, and great local interviews. So tune in, check out all 3 streams, and stay with us for even more sports coverage coming soon. Thank you to our sponsors for making it all possible, and to you, our listeners, for keeping Extreme Sports strong.
Good morning. You are waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. No matter where you're joining us online, x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with your free mobile app, maybe your smart speaker at home, place of business, at school. Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube TV, Twitch, we're everywhere. So drop us a message if you like on Facebook Live, or give us a call. 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to get involved. Again, the high school basketball season gets underway tomorrow night. All 3 city teams are going to be in action, both boys and girls. As we mentioned, Hastings High playing host to Seward. The Tigers have 2 new head coaches that have been making their debut tomorrow night. Kind of an old new coach, Lance Creech, taking over the Hastings High girls basketball program. And his first game as the head coach for the Tiger Gals will be tomorrow night. And Dylan Flynn taking over the boys basketball team. So we'll be on hand for the debut performance for Lance and Dylan tomorrow from the Tiger Gym. We'll be anxious to see how the Hoopsters get ready to go as a high school sports season gets underway for the winter sports season tomorrow night.
Yeah, getting rolling with some Hastings High Tiger ball, getting the first look at the Tigers over there, and looking forward to getting high school basketball season underway. A couple concerned citizens on Facebook on the chat. We've got Mike Indorf, who was referring to me not getting a $1.2 million signing bonus. Says we need to work on our nil funds over here, NIL, for name, image, and likeness. And then Shaner, the IT man. He has the burning question, and I was going to wrap around to this. It was a nice day yesterday. Did you get Stupid Star up?
No, the Stupid Star is still in the back room. My wife asked me about that last night. Hey, why didn't you get the Star up? I said I was waiting for better weather. No, it's supposed to be. I think
55 today.
55 today, but
yep.
I got stuff I got to do today. And then I look at the weekend, and the weekend is supposed to be in the 50s.
Yep.
I think I put my wife's Stupid Star up maybe early this afternoon. But most likely maybe this weekend. I know I'm going to get that. I know I'm going to get that Stupid Star out of the back room and plug it in. Damn, half of the lights won't come on. I'll have to rewire that thing. It's a Stupid Star anyway.
I was over having lunch at Bullseye yesterday and was watching them decorate the place for the holidays and getting set to get festive, and they were having some similar issues. Like one of the bulbs would be burned out from, and they were digging out all this Christmas equipment, and they strung it out and got everything all hooked up and wired in, and they went to plug it in and nothing. And I said, well, it must be one of those bad bulbs because, if it's one bad bulb, the rest of them are, and then they're like, we know.
I know, but at that point, instead of trying to find out which bulb out of 100,
don't you just throw it out?
Just throw the damn lights away and go down and buy another $10 box of lights. No, you don't go through this a bulb checker.
Yep.
The little bulb checker that they have, and try to find the bulb that's burned out.
Mm-hmm.
Just 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to find it. Just throw the damn lights away.
That was my responsibility. I always got handed the big coil of cords and lights, and he goes, "Here's your bulb checker." He goes, "If you want to string these out and find me the one that's burned out." I could never do it, and ended up just saying, there's a couple of them. We might as well just toss them out and you can go buy some new ones, Dad. It's that time of year. So Stupid Star update on Stupid Star is it's not up. Also, today is Santa List Day. Apparently, this is when you need to start writing out your lists for Santa. To get sent up to the North Pole. I guess the Postal Service, it takes a few days to get that direction. It is a pretty long jaunt up to the North Pole, and you got to cross some rough terrain. So get those lists made today, kids, for Santa. And I'll just give you my list. I do have a list this year, and it's not like everything on my Santa list this year is like practical, every day. You don't realize you need it until you need it kind of things. Number 1 on the list is an air compressor.
You need an air compressor?
I need an air compressor. Number 1 on the list. I saw actually a really nice one from Ryobi, of all things. There's this battery-powered air compressor, and I was thinking, okay, well, that's going to fill it up at like 1 PSI per minute, right?
Yeah, that's not going to pump up your tire.
That's what I thought. My tire was at 15. It's got the reader on it, and it just shoots it full of air. And next thing you know, in like 30 seconds, my friend who swears by Ryobi stuff, and I'm a little on the fence because battery-powered stuff versus, gas-powered lawnmower, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can get my lawn done in half the time using the old gas power, but he got that little battery-powered guy. It was probably 30 seconds, and he went from 15 to 36, and I'm like, well, damn, one of those are really impressive. I gotta throw that on my Christmas list. Or get the old-fashioned.
The air compressor is number. Yeah, didn't you have tire issues?
I had some tire issues previously, but when it gets super cold like this,
oh yeah,
my tires say no.
Oh yeah, your tires leak air.
Yep.
When it gets cold, and then like my wife's car has a warning light that comes on because your tires are underinflated.
Mm-hmm.
But if you drive, it'll inflate your tires as your tires warm up.
I don't like taking the risk. I don't like the risk.
I'd say the luck that you have with your tires and your automobiles, air compressor, whether it be the battery-powered one or a gas-powered one, would be a good Christmas gift that Santa could bring you.
Yeah, a practical Christmas gift. Like things that we use in our everyday life, right? And that you don't know you need until you need it. So air compressors, 1. And then 2 on the list, I want a new damn office chair.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with your chair?
It's not comfortable. It's not. And I need a new one. I want one that I can do like the little rolly thing on, and like go side to side, and like turn and look at the camera every once in a while.
Did you see the IT's office chair? No, he's got one of those gaming chairs.
That's what I want. That's what I want in my office.
He's got one of those gaming chairs for his office chair.
Little throne, like a throne. It needs like a cup holder nearby for my coffee. An office chair is on the list, and that's not like impractical stuff here. We're not doing the pie in the sky. Need a brand new TV, blah blah blah. This, that, and the other. No, air compressor. And a new office chair.
Those are
simple things.
Those are interesting things for your Christmas list for Santa Claus.
But it's things I need, and it's things I'm not going to go buy on my own because I'm cheap.
Yeah, I can't see you going in and buying an office chair.
No,
you would just continue. Do the wheels stay on your chair?
What wheels? There's no wheels. This is a folding chair. Told you. It's practical, but it's no longer like valid anymore. If we're gonna do this thing, and we're gonna do this thing throughout the winter.
You've got a folding. You've got no wait. You've got a folding chair for your office chair.
Let me show everybody here the what we're working with. It's kind of embarrassing. It'll actually probably speed up the process of getting a new office chair. But here we go. Yep, the old fold-up chair, WWE style.
We're really going to need to work on our nil funds.
Taking it straight from under the ring like Bret Hart used to do. Yep, old folding chair.
Yeah, that's not going to work. We need to work on that. Mm-hmm. We need to work on that. So you need a new office chair and an air compressor. Yeah, we're going to have to work on our nil funds.
Well, he says you can go to Menards. They have a guy that you plug into your car charger, and it'll fill up your car. Easy way to store in the car. He just sent me the link. Okay, cool.
We've got
a link to an air compressor.
We've got another suggestion that you
link that to Santa.
We've got another suggestion that you maybe go on a buy, sell, trade.
Nope.
Find one of those marketplace little things and find an office chair.
Here's why I don't do that stuff. You click on one little tiny link from those buy, sell, trade places.
Yeah.
Your Facebook algorithm, like your next 13 posts are all buy, sell, trade crap. So I don't even start. I don't even start on those stupid pages. This is like your stupid star. I don't start on those stupid pages. Don't get me started on buy, sell, trade. That's a cult.
Well, maybe somebody that's listening to us has an extra office chair they'd like to maybe just donate to you.
Wheel her on down the chimney, Santa. So there
all right,
you go.
so those are the
Santa list.
You only got 2 things on your Santa list?
Well, I got one more if you're really asking. If we want to go for the Hail Mary pass, I was doing vinyl night last night at First Street Brewing Company, and a guy came in and made me jealous. He had B.B. King's Live at the Regal, which is like the best, most quintessential blues live album, period, end of discussion. I don't have Live at the Regal in my vinyl collection, and so B.B. King's Live at the Regal would be number 3 on the Santa list. 3 things, but 2 are more practical than the other.
So you want an album?
Yeah, vinyl. I'm a vinyl geek, you know this.
Yeah, I do know that.
You've walked into my living room, which is essentially like a vinyl lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Music's constantly spinning. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I need another vinyl for my collection.
So you need an air compressor.
Yep.
You need an office chair.
Yep.
And you need a record.
In that order.
Vinyl.
In that order.
I guess I better get started on my list.
Yeah, make a Santa list.
You
gotta get your damn star up so he knows what to get your gifts to.
I'm gonna get that damn thing up today. Then I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I'm gonna post it on Facebook that I got the damn star up.
Drink Kool-Aid. What Kool-Aid?
What Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid am I drinking?
No.
Is there like a buy-sell trade Kool-Aid?
Are you drinking Kool-Aid?
No, I'm drinking coffee. Coffee.
Anyway, this is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. What do you want for Christmas? What's everybody else want for Christmas?
Chime in.
It's
Make a list day.
Yeah, this is Santa's Make a List Day because we got to get our list sent to a Santa Claus by the end of today.
It's also National Socks Day, but I figured we could probably talk more about a national Christmas list than we could socks. So we're rolling with that. I'll always get socks for Christmas anyway, so I didn't add that to my Christmas list. That's just a given.
Is that what Mom and Dad usually buy us socks?
Socks and underwear. I have so many socks and underwear from Christmases past. I don't know what to do with it. It's overflowing.
That's good because you probably don't go out and buy socks and underwear throughout the year.
Don't need any. I've had like 13 years of excess buildup of socks and underwear. Just continuing to roll through.
So Mom and Dad will get you the socks and underwear you need.
Essentials.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yay for Mom and Dad. Yay for Mom and Dad. They come through in a pinch. Come through in a
Through
pinch.
the clutch.
Anyway, back to the business at hand here.
Mm-hmm.
We're just looking for somebody that is going to fill your Christmas list up.
Yeah.
Nobody's in the Christmas spirit.
Well,
nobody's in the Christmas
that's why I
spirit.
kind of threw it out into the Santa universe here, and told you my list, and I'll send it to the North Pole. I'll need to get the permanent mailing address, but I'll send off the list over to the North Pole and see who comes through.
Don't forget to put the 72-cent stamp on it.
Should take a photo of the office chair to expedite that process? Take a photo.
I didn't
of
know
what
you.
we're
I didn't
currently
know
working
you. No, I didn't know you had a folding chair.
Yeah, it doesn't even roll, dude.
It doesn't roll at all.
It is. There's no wheels on this bad boy. This is an old school folding chair. It's nice and compact.
Now you're in carpet too, so that chair doesn't slide like over linoleum or anything.
No, this won't slide.
No.
This is pretty well planted. Yep.
Yeah, you're toast.
But when we were putting the studio together, the last thing in the world, and this just goes to show you how selfless I am as a person, right? The last thing in the world I was thinking about was my comfort. Like, I wanted to make sure that we had enough room to get the computers all set up, that we had the phone computer set up, that we could get the microphone hooked up right, and that everything was working. The very last thing I even thought about until just recently, when I noticed that, I'm like, God, why is my butt hurt after the show every single time? I'm sitting in a folding chair for the duration of the show. The last thing in the world I thought about was like my own comfort and my own needs. And now it's time, because it's Christmas time, to at least make that list and make that list for Santa.
Not even a padded folding chair.
No, it is a padded folding chair.
It is?
Yep,
Okay.
there's a small pad. But, I'm kind of a bigger guy, and so small pads, and over time, it wears down.
Oh, God. Okay, well, we'll see what Santa can do.
Woo!
We'll see what Santa can do. An air compressor, a office chair, and a record.
BB King's live at the Regal. Like, it's more than a record. Like, it's an experience.
Okay. Were you surprised? Getting you back to our sports at hand here.
Yeah.
The all Big Ten selections.
Okay.
The Ty Robinson was the only guy who actually made a team.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was honorable mention. We had one guy off of our football team to make the all Big Ten team, and he was a third-team selection.
I was a little surprised at that. Thought that maybe Nash would have been right there with him in terms of the defensive line. You mentioned the honorable mentions. I think Herzog got in there as an honorable mention. Thought he could have probably been a second or a third teamer, but he got banged up and had a little some health issues that were going on through the season. I think maybe at the tight end spot, Thomas Fedoni probably could have got in as maybe a third teamer, but it goes to show you how miserable that offense was, right? Like, when you take a look at the rest of the conference, in terms of our offensive production, I'm not throwing any of the offensive guys in that category, in that third team, second team category.
No.
But certainly our D-line, with Robinson and Nash, I thought, those two go together like peas in the pod anyway. And so I figured that they would have been on the same team because they had about kind of a similar production. Ty, obviously, a little better. Ty, probably I would have pushed more towards like second team, but yeah, a little bit of a slap in the face, but also kind of a wake-up call for our offense. It's justified based on our record and what we saw on the field.
I just saw
Maybe
some.
our punter should have been like first team.
Yeah. I just saw some Husker fans whining about that, about bias toward Nebraska and only put one guy on third team. That's embarrassing. No, that's the way we are.
So is our team.
Yeah, that's just the way we are. That's how far we've got to come yet.
I'm a little surprised that the refs against Nebraska didn't make the first team selection. But no, I mean, yeah, Buscemi,
honorable mention
should have
punter.
been first team. Should have been first team. He got us out of a lot of bad situations. He made a lot of bad situations less bad because we could flip the field pretty quickly.
Yeah, so we had one, just Ty Robinson.
Ty.
Ty was a third-team selection. Everybody else, honorable mention. I'm not a big honorable mention type of guy. I know that's an honorable mention. But I just feel like the coaches make these nominations, and then if you're not on the first, second, or third team, then they just throw everybody else in on honorable mention. That's the way I feel about honorable mention.
Those players not selected include everybody else.
Not selected for the first, second, or third team. I've never been a big honorable mention type of guy.
Sure.
I mention them because it's sports related, but
right.
If I was on honorable mention, I'd say, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, you take that certificate and throw that baby away.
Yeah. Do you even get a certificate for honorable mention? You don't get a trophy, do you, or a plaque that you can hang on the wall?
You do if it's like participation ribbon culture,
That's what I view an honorable mention all-conference selection as, a participation ribbon, like when we were in high school, or not even in high school, when we were in junior high or elementary and you ran at those track meets. You get the participation awards.
Yep.
Just throw those things in the trash along with that damn star.
He stupid star participated in the flex arm hang.
Yeah.
He didn't do worth a damn, but he participated.
Yeah.
You might as well have a big certificate that says you tried.
You were a loser. You finished second to the last, but you get this participation award. We'll honor you with this certificate of participation.
We need blazing 5 certificates of participation. You are a loser.
No, you and Stroman would have got that last week.
Thank you very much for reminding me.
1 and 4 and 2 and 3. You guys would have got the. Thanks for participating in the Blazing 5.
Thanks for trying.
We hope Stroman is doing his homework this week. Our guest predictor again this week. Is he going to be on again this week?
He's he said he was throwing a couple bullpen sessions yesterday, right? Like licking the wounds with the ice bath Monday.
So he's gonna try it again.
He'll hop on the horse and ride again.
He's been 2 and 3 the last 2 weeks.
Well, he can go up from here, right?
Yeah, he was 2 and 3 2 weeks ago, and he was 2 and 3 this week.
Hate to use a baseball analogy for a baseball coach, but he's due.
Yeah, he's
due for a good week.
He was 4 and 1 when he initially started this. Then he went 2 and 3, 2 and 3.
Yeah,
and we're gonna let him come back on the show. He was supposed to be.
I don't see any other hands flying.
He was supposed to add some credibility to this show. Stroman was.
Had one good week.
Had one good week, and now he's had 2 bad ones.
The minute that we put him on the show as a fixture, he tanks with us. See how hard it is when the pressure's on?
Speak for yourself.
Just a guest predictor, there's like no pressure at all. You're just having fun, right? You got to get back to having fun. You got to get back to the basics of your pick, and you got to do what got you there in the first place.
I was 3 and 2 last week.
Got a lot of games to pick from. Conference championships. There's a lot of good spreads, too. That's what I noticed. Like, there's no more... Is there a single conference championship? And you can double-check my math on this, but I don't think I saw one conference title game that had over a double-digit spread.
I don't know. I
think they're all...
I don't know if I've really looked at that yet.
I think they're all under 10.
God, it's only Wednesday.
Well, we have
it's only Wednesday.
Probably start Blazing 5 tomorrow.
Blazing 5 goes on
together.
Friday, so.
Okay, we have 3
anyway.
and a half, 5, 4... Yeah. I'm looking, double-checking my
You're
math. 3, 2, 2.5, 5.5, 3.5, 2.5. 5.5 is the highest spread for the conference championship games, and that is in the Ragin' Cajun Thundering Herd Sun Belt Conference Championship.
You realize we're going to have to come up with 5 games out of those conference championship games?
How many of those are green teams?
Why do you go green?
Green is the color of money.
I know, but you've tried that 2 weeks in a row, and it's let you down.
I know.
Why do you do that?
Because when I get desperate, I go back to what originally got me some money in the first place.
It's like
now
when
I got to do a little research.
It's like when we fill out those brackets for the NCAA basketball tournaments, and you let girls around the office join you because you want their money to fill out the pot.
Yeah, then they end up kicking your ass.
Yeah, and then they kick our butts because, I just picked all the blue teams. What do you mean you picked all the blue teams?
Well, good.
I just picked all the blue teams and followed them through, and that's how I won. Are you kidding me? We spent hours and hours and hours researching crap like this, and you have little Martha, that's your receptionist. She knows nothing about basketball. She took the blue teams and kicked our butt.
You a little bitter about that, but that's actually a good strategy, right? I mean, look at your blue teams in college basketball. Duke, Carolina, Kansas, Creighton,
I might,
Kentucky.
I might use that system this year when we do that. I might use that system.
We go from green to blue for March.
Maybe little Martha has something going.
Maybe she was on to something after all. She was no dummy. She was just trying to play the fool to get your money.
Yeah, I just wanted her $5 from her Social Security check.
The swerve. The beautiful play.
All right, we're rolling through a Wednesday morning. This is kind of anticlimactic right after you gave me your Christmas list.
You don't have a Christmas list?
Yeah, we've managed to get up to 7:49 here this morning.
Good effort.
Let's get an update on news here today on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Local news this hour brought to you in part by the Hastings Federal Credit Union, lighting the way to financial success since 1946. Hastings Federal Credit Union is proud to be your trusted long-term financial partner. As a nonprofit financial cooperative, the credit union is owned by the members who join, and joining the credit union is as simple as opening a primary savings account. They're committed to providing the highest level of quality services. The Hastings Federal Credit Union providing banking services to all those living or working in Adams, Clay, Webster, Nuckolls, Thayer, and Fillmore counties. With affordable loan rates, mobile banking, and a friendly staff that treats you like family, why would you go anywhere else? Hastings Federal Credit Union, 707 North Marion Road, or online at hastingsfcu.org. Hastings Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. The Hastings Police Department and 911 Center are excited to announce the launch of Prepared Live. The announcement came yesterday, talking about a program that enables the 911 Dispatch Center to live stream video, text message, and translate text messages from mobile callers in real time. The addition to the current technology will improve the ability to effectively and efficiently respond to both emergency and non-emergency calls for service in the area. Participation in live streaming video during a call is completely voluntary, and consent to the caller is required. If the caller consents, they will receive a live stream link via text from the dispatcher, enabling them to activate live video so the dispatcher can see what they see. The new technology can provide critical info to dispatchers and first responders before arriving on the scene. Troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol removed 52 impaired drivers during the Make It Click campaign, which ran through the Thanksgiving holiday. In addition to the 52 DUIs, they also issued 44 citations for seatbelt violations, which is the purpose behind the campaign. Troopers also issued over 1,000 citations for speeding, including 47 for speeding at over 100 miles per hour. 13 new sculptures have been selected for the Sculpture Walk rail side as we head north to Grand Island. They are among the 53 sculptures recently selected as part of Sculpture Walk across Nebraska. The newly selected sculptures will be coming to Grand Island in April, replacing the ones that were installed in April of this year. Sculpture Walk Railside currently seeking funds to cover expenses associated with the exhibit, as Sculpture Walk Railside is a component program of the Greater Grand Island Community Foundation. Donations are tax deductible and should be made through the foundation. And the Heartland United Way is inviting the Grand Island community and especially Heartland United Way donors to join in the fun, as Heartland United Way will announce their 2024 campaign total to date and reveal the winner of the 2024 Lyric Luxury 2 Cadillac, generously donated by Tom and Kim Dinsdale. It's part of their 25 Keys of Christmas drawing coming up on Thursday from 5:30 until 7 p.m. The 25th key winner will be drawn that night, the giveaway happening about 6 p.m. in the Tom Dinsdale Automotive Showroom in GI. It is 7:53. Let's swing things back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's happening in sports?
Well, Oregon, Texas, SMU, and Boise State are the top 4 teams in the latest college football playoff rankings. Rounding out the top 10 are Penn State, Notre Dame, Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, and Indiana. Barring any upsets this weekend, the first-round pairings would have Arizona State playing at Penn State, Tennessee at Ohio State, Alabama at Notre Dame, and Indiana at Georgia. Miami would be the first team left out of the 12-team playoff. Brent Prince scored 14 points to lead the Nebraska women's basketball team to a 69-48 win over Lindenwood last night at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nebraska prevailed despite going 1 for 10 from three-point range in the first half, while the Lions connected on 6 of 13 treys. The hot shooting allowed Lindenwood to take a 30-27 lead at halftime, but Nebraska outscored the Lions 42-18 in the second half. Nebraska is now 7-1 on the season. Will open Big Ten Conference play on Sunday against undefeated Minnesota at PBA. Tip-off will be at 1. You'll be able to see it on the Big Ten Network. Ty Robinson headlines a group of 8 Huskers selected to the All-Big Ten teams yesterday. Robinson was a third-team selection. 4 Huskers were honorable mention, including Nash Hupmacher, John Bullock, and Malcolm Harzog Jr., and Deshaun Singleton. On the offensive side of the ball, Bryce Benhart and Ben Scott were honorable mention. Brian Buschini was an honorable mention punter. Devin Wright was Nebraska's final honoree, as he was the Huskers nominee for the Big Ten Sportsmanship Award. Nebraska quarterback Danny Kaelin is leaving Nebraska after one season. Kaelin was a highly touted quarterback out of Bellevue West who did not see the field in his first season. Nebraska football plans to hire Kentucky assistant coach DeKeel Shorts as its next full-time receivers coach. Shorts played and coached under new offensive coordinator Dana Holgerson, who on Monday signed a 2-year deal to stay with the Huskers. And the Hastings College women's basketball team will be on the floor tonight against the College of St. Mary. Broncos are 5-1 in the season, 2-1 in the conference after Saturday's 87-59 win over Bethany. The Flames are 1-6. They're 0-4 in the conference. Tip-off will be at 6 tonight. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports beginning with a pregame show at 5:45 this afternoon. That's a check on your sports headlines at 7:55 here on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Our temporary warm-up continues once again. We'll see a high of 55 degrees on this Wednesday. Plenty of sunshine, but it'll be breezy once again. North-northwest winds 10 to 15 with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. 12 degrees is the overnight low, clear skies. Cooler on Thursday, still sunny, but a high of 30 degrees. 19 Thursday night, and then Friday heading into the weekend, we're in the mid-40s and 50s through the weekend. That's Check Your Forecast. Have a great day.
Right now, west winds 10 miles per hour, partly cloudy, 32 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydromassage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get geared up for the season with your team in Hamilton. We are proud to support our local schools and area businesses with superior technology solutions, including managed IT, cybersecurity, and business phone systems. Best of luck to the area's high school athletes and coaches this season.
Mike Valentine and Veronica with you on Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. Again, we'll have some college basketball coming your way tonight. Hastings College and the College of St. Mary. A women's only game tonight beginning at 5:45 for the pregame show, 6 o'clock for the tip. We'll swing into some high school basketball tomorrow night, Hastings High and Seward. Friday night, we've got Adams Central and York. Then on this Saturday, back to the college scene with Dakota Wesley and the team out of Mitchell, South Dakota. They'll be in town to take on Hastings in an afternoon little matinee performance, 2 o'clock and 3:45 for Bronco basketball on Saturday. So we're going to kick her into gear this week, kick her into gear, so to speak, for the winter sports scene. We'll have basketball Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week on Extreme Sports.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to dust off and make sure I still got my basketball chops here, as we'll get things running on Extreme Sports 2 probably here real soon as well. I got to be honest, I'm a little nervous about basketball season. Unlike from a sports broadcasting standpoint, where you kind of just take a season by season by season, I took basketball off last year. I didn't do high school hoops, so I didn't get acclimated to some of the new rule changes, the foul situations, the bonuses, the free throws. I didn't get acclimated to the new high school rules, so to speak.
Maybe I better sit you down.
We gotta brush up.
We gotta have a conversation.
Little basketball training. Okay, what's new this year, and what did I miss last year, and who's the players, who's the teams to watch out for. We're gonna have to dive into some research this weekend. That's my job. That's my task.
We gotta have a conversation or two.
Yeah, we might also have to have a meeting about the sports schedule
and for the NIL funds
too. And the NIL funds.
And the NIL funds and Christmas list. we got a lot of things we've got to discuss here.
We got a lot of things to talk about.
What's on the TV menu for tonight?
TV menu for tonight. Let's go ahead and take a quick gander. Obviously, the big battle, top 25 basketball matchup, Creighton and Kansas will take center stage in most of everybody's attention. If you're on the ice, we got Blackhawks and Bruins. The Blackhawks are miserable this year. The Bruins fired their coach as well. Blues picked him up and started playing some much better hockey as of late. The big matchup, though, is the 9 p.m. one. That's featuring the Stars and Kings. That should be a doozy. If you have some afternoon and want to turn on Peacock, there is plenty of English Premier League action as my Newcastle United take on Liverpool. And then, obviously, yes, the big top 25 matchups tonight. You can watch FSN has UConn and Baylor. We've got Bama, who is 10th ranked in basketball. That's new. Taking on North Carolina. There is a top 10 battle on ESPN Plus. That's disappointing. ESPN Plus has a top 10 battle between Iowa State and Marquette. And then FS1, the nightcap, 7:30 is Kansas and Creighton. ESPN has Auburn and Duke. That's a top 10 battle there. So your attention should focus on the college basketball front here tonight for your TV guide. FS1, Creighton, Kansas. Creighton out of the top 25 and is currently a 4.5-point dog to the Kansas Jayhawks. Duke, a 2.5-point favorite to undefeated second-ranked Auburn.
To what time's the Creighton game?
7:30.
7:30. FS1. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's your TV viewing guide for tonight. Looks like some interesting stuff coming up tonight, huh?
Yeah, it should be a night for college hoops. That's what 1, 2, 3 top 25 battles, and then Kansas Creighton. So
right.
Yeah,
there
you go.
All right. If you'd like to listen to this show again,
relive the
If you missed Tyson's Christmas list or missed any portion of the show, you can do so. Go to Roku. Go to Roku, find our app, and click on the Mike and Tyson app there, and you can listen to this show again.
Get your stupid star up today.
I'll do that.
Get stupid star up
I'm
today.
gonna get it. In fact, I'm gonna go get that thing out of the back room and see if it even works.
Make sure it works first.
Yeah, that's the first step. You gotta make sure it works first. And then I gotta find some zip ties.
Oh?
Gotta find some zip ties, and then I'm well on my way to getting that damn star up.
two steps there.
I gotta plug it in, and I gotta find some zip ties.
And then step 3 is call Shane.
I think I can.
Stupid star up.
All right, we'll do this again tomorrow morning, shall we? 7 o'clock, and we'll do it again tomorrow morning. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up.